name is Princess. She was given to us about a year ago. She's broke to ride, but she's not built for kids your guys' size. She's more built for smaller kids, younger kids. This is my yearling right here. She's in Appaloosa. She's still very young. She doesn't know much, but she's just in here because she's hurt right now. So she's in here, but she's really gentle and really fun to be around. Right there. So you like you guys? Is that looking good? Huh? Yep. Yep. There you go. Just like that, but.
Okay, be careful, guys.
Always be careful. Where it gets real now. You can tell who's scared and who's not. That's alright. You gotta go in. Don't be scared, just you see that rope.
You know, you guys are kind of like timid right now and a little uneasy. That's why we moved to the back. You know what I if one of you guys tries it, there's probably kid and probably go for it. That's just because he doesn't know you yet. So you have to let us start brushing him. The signs you look for, see what he's doing right now. He knows you guys are coming up to brush it, so he's trying to look at his looks. He knows the good things coming. Remember to breathe and remain calm.
Horses have zones to how you work the horse and how you catch the horse. The horses are naturally lazy animals. They would rather just stand here like this. So you see their ears will tell where their eyes are looking. You watch his ears. One ear might be out there, one might be in here. But I want both his ears on me. So a horse has a zone, their face to their neck, right here. This is like zone 1, okay? This is zone 2. This is zone 3. And this is 4. So, in the wild, with horses, how they control them is you make them move their feet. That's how you make a horse do what you want. So I put pressure on zone 4 to make it move around. And I want him to do what I want. So I keep my shoulders and my knees pointed at zone 4. But if I wanted him to stop, I can get running for zone 1. So I can send this horse and make him run and all that. He wants to be, a little tough. But you see how his one ear is pointed at me? He's watching me. He wants to know what I want. So if I want him to stop, I just step in front of him. And now he's kind of looking at what he's doing. The horses do that's relaxed. They're kind of listening. They're calm. So whenever you notice that about a horse, you know they're calm. They want to pay attention to things like that. Some horses, you can catch them just by doing a little bit of work on them. This horse is hard to catch sometimes out there. And I have my knees and my shoulders pointed at zone 4. Imagine there's a 4 on his butt there. So I want him to stop and come toward me. I step in front of him. And I just wait to see if he's good. All these horses and any horse you work with in the future, imagine them having zones. That's how you'll get a horse to listen to you and work. So if I'm going to try to catch this horse, I'm going to come towards me. Horses are smart. They may seem dumb sometimes, but they're really smart. They read how your body is. They'll read my feet. Horses know you're scared by looking at your feet and the way you move. If I was scared and I backed away from him, he'll know it. But he knows to come towards me if I back away. The horses are pressure and release. Does anybody know what I mean when I say pressure and release? Anybody? Okay. So pressure. This is pressure. I'm putting pressure on him. My release is when I stop, I back away from him, and he looks at me. He's kind of wondering what I want. That is the release. You put pressure on again, you make a move. I can really make it run and chase around. But horses, they don't want to work. He's going to listen and listen until I want him to do something. And I'll put the flag down like in front of him, and I'll just wait and see if he comes towards me. He's licking and chewing. What do you guys think he's doing? He's relaxed, right? So now both ears are on me. He's wondering what I want. So I'll step towards him. That's the pressure I'm putting on him. My release is when I step back and he gives me one of his feet. So I'm wanting him to step towards me. Okay, so he's not going to. So what I'll do is I'll make him move around a little more. And then their minds will forget that they need to pay attention. Or they're going to have to do this. After that, I'll step in front, I'll stop. I'll give him another step. I'll wait and see what he's going to do. I'll wait till he lets him loose. So then he's going to know what I want. And then I'll step back. When I step back, over time he's going to want to come towards me because he realizes right here in this circle with me, he's going to relax. If he's not with me, he's going to have to work. They don't want to do that. And you can easily touch zones on horses like this. He doesn't kind of know, and you make a move. You always wanted that before. So sometimes you can really chase them and chase them and chase them and put all the pressure on them. Sometimes they don't need that. They just need someone to stop and kind of see what they want. Now he's paying attention to what I want. So I'll walk up, take my time, I'm walking right here, going 3 and 2. This is your safety zone on the horse, the shoulder. So he can't kick you with that, he can't hit you with this. Now just by being here, and then standing here and relaxing, I can walk away and this horse will probably follow me. So we'll try it and see. And I don't have to touch him or nothing like that. He'll follow me probably as far as he wants to, and I can throw a halter on him, and I can catch him. And he'll stand here and he'll follow me because he wants to rest. With me is rest. He's calm, he's relaxed being with me. He realizes that if he's out there running around and all that, he has to work. And he don't want to do that. So he'll stand here and be with me. And that's kind of the equine part of it. All these horses you can do that with. Some horses are different, some take a little bit more time than others. This horse is really hard to catch. But if you learn your zones, things like that, it won't be so hard. So who wants to try it with their horse? You guys look at him? Put a hand out, sit, turn and walk. There you go, you gotta step out of it. There you go. And now turn and walk away. Turn and walk. Now that horse trusts her. That's trust right there. If you have a horse that trusts you and you give him the right zones, that's what's going to happen. This right here will build your confidence. That's a 1,200-pound animal right there. Not everybody can do that.
So one thing that also teaches us too is in life, you have to have good communication to be be able to trust anybody. She just got in here, probably her first time interacting with Master, and she was able to gain his trust. So when her communication was good, he trusted her, knowing that she's not going to hurt him. Okay? That's the goal of it, is trying to get trust with the horse. Does anybody else want to try? You want to try with one? Okay. So, yeah. You want me to go down here? Go touch down? You want me to go
He's a confident horse.
So like we said earlier, Maverick is the boss of the barn, basically. And if you want him to do something, you have to be the bigger boss and more confident.
Green. There's greens out there for everybody.
instinct that goes far beyond what we know. And today, with this world out here being such as it is, we forget about things like that. We just know when our moms and dads and our brothers and sisters and our families mad at us, or they're good with us because we did something good, they're happy with us. Or when we go around, we look in our circles just like this, and we see somebody's upset with us because we did something, or we might have said something, and hurt their feelings, and they got mad. That's kind of what we focus on today. But that animal out there, that horse, you make that horse your friend, you can have a friend for life. They're going to stick with you through thick and thin. That horse lived to be 29 years old. And I used to go back and check on him, as I grew up. I went in the military, come home, he was still there. He was my partner. And throughout this course of time, I grew up, I got real close to him, learned how to take care of it. When you learn how to take care of that horse, you can learn how to take care of yourself. Even down to cleaning. No disrespect to the ladies here, no disrespect to you young men, but them horses, they're pretty clean. They'll take care of themselves. But then when you take care of them, that will show that you care for them. Just like you take care of yourself. Drink that water. That water is life-giving. That horse, you drink that water, it's going to drink water too. These little things that we don't even take, we don't even think about today, we take for granted. That animal out there is there to show you that you're human. You try to hurt that horse can hurt you, but I know. Throughout my course, in my mid-20s at rodeo, I rode saddle bronc and I rode bareback. That was bad. Because then I was doing this, smoking up, I was doing all the bad things in life that life had to offer. And the animals, they know it. You're not out there to make friends with them. You're out there to make money off of them. And gradually, I grew up. 30 years old, I finally grew up. I always went back to that horse. I always went back to that animal. What they taught me. Today, you're going to learn just a little bit of that. Yesterday and today. Just a little bit. It's going to carry you a long ways. You always got to think about these things. Think about what helped you. Time ago, days of your grandfathers, this land right here. We used to just kind of stay here. We kind of went back and forth, way down to Omaha, all the way up to Pipestone, Minnesota. That was our area. White River, South Dakota, we went over there. We were the first tribe in this area to have horses. We were the lords of the plains. We took care of ourselves in that way. All them tribes up north, they didn't want to war with us because we had them animals. Animals took care of us. Even then, it was different. The way that they took care of them, they didn't just take them and lock them up and say, here's your food. They fed them. They ate with them. Drank water with them. Took care of them like that. Made them a part of their home. There's a earth lodge. Last Friday, I did a presentation in that earth lodge. A long time ago. There was pictures. I don't know where those pictures are today. Some archives. But when our Omaha people went home in the wintertime and went back to their earth lodges, they kept a little area in their earth lodge for their horses. That's how much they thought about them. That's how much they cared about them. Because that horse provided food, because you had to ride that horse to go hunt. That horse provided everything that you needed to stay alive. Today is different. We rely on those out there. And so this animal has a real storied issue with our people. And tribes up north, they used to get mad because we had horses. And damn Omahas. Another story too about this river right here. We range along this river here. As you can see, there's very few tribes to the south of us. And traders would come up this way. Our chiefs would stand up there on the banks and say, hey, you guys got to stop. You can't go any further. You have to trade with us first. So our Omaha people had the best of pots, they had the best of beads, they had the best of everything. And tribes up north used to be mad at the Omahas because we started commerce on the river. And with that commerce came horses. So we started to trade that animal further up north and further up north, until it went all over the place. So that animal has a real powerful history with your grandfathers, those that went on before them. So these things like this today, whatever's going to take place here today, whatever the staff decides for you, Take part in it. Learn all you can. You know, realize that animal that you're looking at is a little bit more than just a horse. It's a whole lot more. You start to go over there and you comb that horse and you make it feel good, it's going to let you know it. It's going to show you somehow. Look for that. You know, when you go and you work with it. I don't know if you guys do lunging. You guys lunge in that round pen. That horse enjoys that. He's going to let you know. Look for the signs. Look for those things. That's your job today. Because what that horse teaches you, you're going to carry home tonight. And you're going to think about tomorrow and the days to come. I started the first horse program here in 2008 or 9. It was an 8-week program for 9 to 13-year-olds. In the morning we had boys, and in the evening, afternoon we had girls. We do things like that. It wasn't about riding. It wasn't about riding. It was about learning how to trust somebody outside yourself. That horse teaches you how to do that too if you work with it correctly. If you work with it, don't be mean to it. It's not going to be mean to you. Just like you though, that horse might have had a bad night. You might want to give it some room if that's the case, but you have got to see it. You've got to take a look at that animal, know what it's offering you. So after that program was over with, I wrote curriculum about what they were going to do each and every day. After it was over with, after the program was done and kids went back to school, guess what the kids were doing? They were sneaking up there and they were feeding them animals. They were making sure they were watered, making sure they had food. They were taking care of them. So this relationship that you develop, even if it's for a couple of days, you're always going to wonder about these animals and how they're doing. That shows that you care. And when you come down here, that horse is going to recognize you. It's going to know you. It's not just an animal, you guys. So these things, I want you guys to keep in mind today. You know, today at church, I see these guys ride, my nephews, send them out here. Man, I sure wish I could ride. Right now, I'd probably bust myself all the hell. I'm an old man. But, you know, the heart, the mind is still there. Not because I rode you, not because I did those things, but because I know what that relationship is between that horse and myself and what it has to offer. It's healing. Makes me feel good to see you guys out there. Makes me feel good that you guys are learning this, because one day I'm not going to be here. These guys are going to be old men in my place. You guys are going to be the ones to teach these things. So learn all you can today. Learn everything you can about this. And my brother was supposed to be down here. I don't know where he's at. We're going ahead anyway. So I encourage you guys. Thank you guys for coming down here. Do the best you can. Remember, that horse is watching you just like your friend, just like your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad. So I strongly suggest you do your best. Because that animal, he could get mean too. You'll get mad, I'll get mad. Anyway.
There.
Okay, let's start here. Why did you choose Dutch?
That's just chill.
Chill? You like him? Good. How about you guys? How come you chose, what's her name?
I don't know her name either. I really don't. Does you like her color? Yeah, does you like her color?
Yeah? You got anything? Why? You like the color too? How about you guys?
He helps me build my confidence.
That's good. He's like the perfect horse for that.
I haven't tried it before.
Good. I just want to know. How about you girls? Yeah, he does. He's really cool. How about you, Macy? Same thing? Yeah. I'm just curious to see, you know, what you guys thought about the horses. Sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's, you know, because this person acts more like me, or, you know, perfect example of this horse, we bond together easier. I just wanted to know what you guys had, you know, in common, or what you guys thought, why you guys chose that. So we're gonna broom. Make sure you guys kind of get the mud and stuff off of them. They're a little dirty. And then we're gonna do another activity after that. So whenever you guys finish, let us know, and then we'll hop into another activity. So you guys can grab brushes.
Make sure you get underneath their belly where the tip is.
Now remember, you guys were showing this yesterday.
Boys, pay
But,
attention.
make sure you got your saddle hat on, and your saddle on, and make sure it's tied. When you guys are done tying it, raise your hand, and we'll see if you did it correctly, okay? On your marks. Wait, don't touch anything. Get set. Go. Yeah, he said, I don't need a teammate. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, then do this thing.
Nope, that's good. Just to let out some of that air.
Have you guys ever ran a horse or like went any faster on a horse as anybody? There's different speeds to a horse. It's like how a car is. A car has different speeds and so does a horse. So, the horse, it's all different. So a horse has what they call a walk. This is just a walk. Okay? They walk off, and there's always a thing called ask, help, and then. I'm asking him by clicking at him. I click at him, I make him speed up. If he doesn't do that, I tell him by kicking at him. I'll kick him to tell him to go. If he doesn't do that, I'll demand him by using either the whip or these. And, you know, kind of smacking him to make him go. But the horses that we have, they don't need it. They're always asking yourself when you're riding. You're going to ask. If that doesn't work, you tell the horse what to do. If that doesn't work, you demand it. When you're riding younger horses like the ones me and Gideon have, they don't know nothing like that. So with those horses, you really have to demand them to move. And it's a little bit different. So I asked him, while doing that, that's a drop. That's a drop. And when you're dropping, you kind of lean in and use your hips. I'm asking him. So if I really wanted to go, and it's like that. That is called a canter or a lope. That's what horses do. So with this, you have to really balance. You have to really balance and use your legs. Because if not, you're going to go off. This is a lot easier. This is a lot easier than a trot. A trot's just bumpy and all that. It's real off and things like that. But when you're making the noises at them, you're kissing at them or whatever, they know. So you got to be real precise what you want. If you're going to smooch at them and make them do it, you do it loud. Be real clear with the signs. But you don't need to get these horses. You can pretty much ask them and they'll do it. When you're turning a horse, so I seen some yesterday, they would just kind of pull hard and things like that. You don't need to. This horse, when I say, does anybody know what I mean when I say one hand rein? One hand. Right hand to go right. Left hand to go left. And I'm not pulling hard, I'm just going out here. And I'm riding like this with my fingers. I'm not riding hard like this. You know, these horses are broken up, you don't have to ride them like that. But if you're riding horses that are green, as they call it, or not very broke, you ride with two hands and you ride high. And a tight rein, you know what I mean when I say a tight rein? This is a tight rein. You're really tight. This is really tight. When you ride a loose rein, it's just hanging. You're giving that horse his head. You're giving him a direction. This horse, you can use your feet, you can kick with your right, go right, kick with your left. He used to do barrels, so you see how he really drops the shoulder in? This horse is very really sharp. So whoever's riding should always kind of know that. And sometimes when you get horses moving like that, they kind of get, you know, wound up. They want to run. You know, just ride in the one hand, don't be nervous, and that's what the canter rope is. Make them, yeah. You know, I know a lot of people kind of want to go fast. How many of you want to go fast?
I'll tell you what, you guys, when you experience trotting and galloping, it's fun. Like, I guarantee you guys, that's all you want to do is run. Once you guys get comfortable, it's really fun. That's why I wanted to show you guys the correct way of how to trot and how to gallop. Because there's two different. In the stirrup, that helps you balance.
All it is. No, a few boys I was talking to about yesterday was riding horses. Your pressure is pulling. Top. One at the top. And I believe you might go off course. If you go off the top, now I want to walk. Go back in. You know, that's a really good thing. You didn't want to do that. You go on hard. But both off like that, it's not like a car. You know, a car, you just hit a brake and it'll stop. Horses are different. They take a little bit to slow down. hard on them, don't pull on their mouth very hard, things like that. This bit is just there to control the horse. You practice what it's about. You don't need to hang on him or nothing like that. He listens to the man of the mouth, down the road. So, we'll stop. But sometimes you have to really exaggerate it, you know. You really want him to go, you give him a tap, and you really exaggerate it. Whoa! You say it loud enough so they can hear it. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they don't. So you sit there and you gotta be more slow.
And another thing too, like if your horse is listening to what you're telling them, reward them, rub them, tell them good job, or let them know that they're doing a good job. Because they'll feel it and they'll know.
So this horse, you don't have to kick him. You just click at it and stuff like that, you know. If we really want to try, that's what you want, and then you have to. You don't have to do it. That's not all I know.
So now I guess this is the time for you guys. Does anybody want to try doing trotting and loping in here?
You want to try to do it?
Yeah, you guys can try it on Casper.
That's it. Never, take it. Kind of loosen up on your reins a little bit, put them more like on his neck. If he doesn't, he's not going to go, you won't know. That's right. Relax.
You can just tell your attention on the horse and relax. Put your hand on that side.
Keep the pressure on like that. There you go. Kind of use your hips to catch that trot. Kind of lean forward and lean back.
And then a little more pressure is going to get into that like step.
You won't sprint in here, you know that.
Yeah.
You won't take off in here. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Almost there.
Yep, almost there. Keep going. Keep the pressure on. There you go. You're almost there.
Put your hand forward.
Yeah. Hold that now. Really smooth at the top.
I got you. So now you're ready? You good?
Give him a little.
So ask him why. So next one, you look at it like that. If he doesn't do it, then you give it that.